If I were a super omnipotent being, like how people expect God to be or understand God to be, and I create a universe that is a closed system because I can't ever live within it, much to the same way that a programmer can ever live within his program, but can only interact with it through avatars or playable characters in this case. The playable characters, when they try to look at the rules of the program, which is their science, can only observe what the program tells them to observe. This is the ultimate flaw with science, trying to prove or disprove the existence of God, which it will never be able to do because God's outside the system. And ultimately, because the system only reflects the rules of the system, we don't know anything that exists outside that system. And let's say there's unlimited potential outside that system, which is what pretty much every religion teaches about deities or the supernatural world, that the potential is unlimited. The reason why science looks at that and says, well, that's just a bunch of nonsense, is because in the closed system, that those things are not true. Outside the closed system, unlimited potential, but the science can't observe outside the system, so it just assumes it doesn't exist. That's ultimately the problem here. So where do we get into demons, and why do we keep going back to all of these things on ontology? Why do we keep studying ontology through this? Because ultimately, the issue with demons is their nature of their existence. That's what demonology really is. What is the nature of their existence? So we're dealing with a very sophisticated pattern of energy, which brings us to, if we look at Bill Wickham's book again, The Magician's Companion, and read Law 20, the law of intelligence, then we can better understand where we're going next with this study. I'm going to read that for you real quick. Any pattern of sufficient complexity will act intelligent when treated as an entity. A pattern more complex than ourselves could be said to be more intelligent than we are. Keep in mind that the human brain is still far more complex than the most advanced computer yet built. But still, any pattern of sufficient complexity will act intelligent when treated as an entity. This is an immutable law of the immaterial, of the incorporeal, of the nature of spirituality itself. So, what are demons? Patterns of energy. Patterns of energy that are counter to our own energetic level. They're kind of against our energetic level. Makes us sick. When treated as an entity, they will act intelligently.